Why do white people have a right to affirm their life?
Because all lives have value.
Really? How so? Why does white life have value?
Well, I think my
for
life
who?
has
White?
value.
No, excuse me. For who? Our argument is that white life is wrong.
Why?
Our argument is that we should never affirm white life. That your argument of just affirming all life in general is not good, especially not good for black people when white life itself is based off of black
why shouldn't we affirm
civilization.
my life?
You're probably white.
I am white. Why shouldn't we affirm my life?
I don't understand why I have to care about your life anyways.
It's gonna be.
There's no ethical reason as to why white people deserve to live. Affirming black life means that white death has to occur. That's why you should lose this debate and why your life ain't worth affirming.
Can I kill myself, like, under your arguments?
Sure.
Okay. So should Odie kill himself?
I don't see why not.
Why should we do that? How does that help?
It's ethical.
How is it ethical? We all have some form or another of privilege. Why does that mean we should kill ourselves?
Because you have white privilege.
Why does having white privilege necessarily mean I should kill myself? Why shouldn't I, like, struggle against the structures that...
Sure, struggling against the structure means putting yourself on the line, putting your body on the line. Do it. Affirm your suicide. That's cool.
That's very good.
I mean, it's one little form, it's one little step in the right direction.
All right, let's talk about Harvard this morning, shall we? Because a liberal student there, Sandra Cohn, has penned a piece which is raising the eyebrows of a number of individuals this morning. She had written a piece around the idea that we should get rid of academic freedom in favor of academic justice. She is sick and tired there at Harvard of dealing with research that comes out, which may counteract her own viewpoints of life. She can't stand when academic research comes out that doesn't support her liberal ideology.
Yeah, she's a senior there, and the title of this piece is "The Doctrine of Academic Freedom. Let's give up on academic freedom in favor of justice." She's a women's studies and gender equality and that type of advocate as well. Well, if our university community opposes racism, here's what she says: sexism and heterosexism, why should we put up with research that counters our goals simply in the name of academic freedom? Instead, I would like to propose a more rigorous standard, one of academic justice. When an academic community observes research promoting or justifying oppression, it should ensure that this research does not continue.
In other words, the truth, when it's inconvenient, should be squelched. There's a name for this. It's called fascism. And what's amazing is this girl is a senior. As you just said, this is the fruit of a Harvard education. After 4 years at Harvard, you conclude, or she has, that the truth, when inconvenient, ought to be suppressed. If she had absolute power, how many people would die? Many.
Well, what's interesting is that one of the pieces is she talks about specifically with some research that came out of the university from one professor around rape and how women, this professor said, they should be more modest, and that would stem rape. Stop rape because women need to be a little bit more modest. She took umbrage with that, as I think many people would, that it was somehow a woman's fault to be raped. And she said we should rally. Students should rally and make sure that this professor never gets published at this university again. What's wrong with rallying? That's what a university system does, right? A free-throw of ideas.
Right, so women who wear sexy lingerie or wear a short skirt deserve to have sex taken from them, stolen from them. Doesn't make any sense. But I will say one thing. The way that she opens this piece is about a Harvard professor back in the 1970s who writes a piece called IQ. He gets a lot of backlash for it because he says that IQ is based on hereditary almost entirely, and it varies by race in particular. And there was backlash about it, and that's something that should be. But this seems just ridiculously extreme to get rid of academic freedom and instead have academic justice.
Again, this is what fascism looks like. I mean, the point of a university of free inquiry is to get to what is true, not to what makes you feel good, not to what's expedient or useful politically in the moment, but to what is absolutely true based on science, the scientific process. That's the whole point.
Right.
And so she's basically not just attacking things that she doesn't like politically, she's attacking the very notion of a liberal education.
Right.
It's scary.
The free flow of ideas. You can have disagreement. You can rally and say that you disagree with it, but then to make sure that a professor is never published again by the university press, this academic research is then squashed.
The whole point of tenure is, right, we have tenure in college, the whole point is professors can say things that are unpopular but are true. And this is a safe place for them to do it. And she's basically saying, and I think a lot of people on the left feel this way.
Fuck what the American flag stands for! Fuck patriarchy! We don't stand for that shit! Fuck patriarchy! Fuck yeah!
Heteronormativity! Hell yeah!
Heteronormativity! Gender oppression! Homophobia! Transphobia! Islamophobia! Capitalism! Slavery! Racism! Classism! Elitism! Imperialism! All of it! Burn that shit!
You don't have any comment? Why are you throwing away my posters? Why did you rip them off of the wall and reach beyond my face while I was standing in front of them?
This is why.
Because you're a feminist and therefore cancerous to society?
Yeah, how did you know?
Maybe it's because of your intolerant behavior that's incredibly disrespectful and just caused you to nearly physically assault me.
Sexual assault is not okay! Sexual assault is not okay! Sexual assault is
You're assaulting him, you fucking idiot!
assault is not
Bust up war! Bust up racism! Bust up war! Bust up Islamophobia! Bust up the Pentagon! Bust up NATO!
Bust up militarism! Bust up war! Hey, you guys, put down your goddamn guns. Hey, you guys, put down your goddamn guns. Hey, you guys, put down your goddamn guns. Hey, you guys, put down your goddamn guns.
Most of the mass shootings in this country, when was the last one that was done by a black person?
The sniper.
I'm talking I'm talking about mass shootings of innocent people. I'm talking about the police. I'm not saying that was a good thing. So if we have all these mass shootings